I'm Jamie Myers, Insights Industry Executive, longtime leader of a top 20 marketing research agency, currently consulting with several different marketing research agencies in a business advisory role. In our organization, at the time we did this, we had maybe 7 or 8 different teams delivering outputs to clients. So across those groups, there also was just not a consistency in how they thought about tying all the elements of a story together, or of a deliverable together. So this helped us really create a construct for saying, how do we first outline our story? How do we determine what the right points are to focus on, and then create clear and concise headlines and create a clear and concise flow that brings us from point A to point B for a client? And how do we bring visuals into that, where it's actually working in concert with the information we're providing and not just throwing pictures on a page? So there was a lot of that type of thing going on, where people thought they were using visuals in an interesting way, or they thought they knew how to create an interesting headline, but really they were missing some of those nuances of how do you make it interact, how do you make it work together, and how do you make it flow in a nice way for the reader. So as we got together with teams and they started to work with Joy and Miriam, I think they started to see that, yes, there are some things that we have to do, some principles that we have to put in place consistently. And what we found is it actually elevated everybody in the organization in terms of what they were delivering. And it also elevated our ability to communicate with each other on how to best bring the pieces of research project in this case, but the different pieces of our deliverable together in a nice way. So there were a lot of interesting things that came out of this.